Hey YouTube, I'm going to do something a little bit different this time in that I've been collecting mechanical pencils now for about 16, 17 months. And during that time, sort of the theme of my collecting was I was looking for me, what was the top mechanical pencil that I wanted to use or that I wanted to try or that I thought would be fun to write with. And I think that as of right now, November 2015, I've finally gotten to the point where I feel pretty secure in the top echelon of my collection. And so for a majority of the time in which I've been collecting, I've been doing top 10, not because I think ranking is this logically impervious way to go about sharing a hobby with something. You know, I don't really believe in number rankings per se, which is why I don't do numerical scales. I don't rate pencils on a 0 to 10 scale or a 1 to 5 scale or anything like that when I'm actually evaluating them. I prefer to use more subjective measurements that are based off of what I like. And of course, what I like is going to be different from what a lot of other people like. And I don't think that number rating scales for anything are really objective, especially for things that are aesthetically pleasing to people. I mean, it's not really my job to vote on mechanical pencils with the number scale. And so I use more subjective measurements, and the predominant measurement that I use to rate what I like best about mechanical pencils is, of course, writing experience. How does it actually feel in my hand when I'm writing with it? Because I do believe that mechanical pencils should be functional. At least for me, their function is a huge part of why I like them, and that I want to be writing with my mechanical pencils, and I don't just stick them on a shelf and let them collect dust or anything. And so I want to actually be writing with them. And so I have these subjective rating scales, but overall, I've been, searching for the creme de la creme of what I really, really like. And now that I've been collecting for a while, I think that I have a pretty strong idea of what that is. And so sort of as a culmination of the reviews that I've been doing and the collecting that I've been doing over the last 16 months or so, I wanted to do a video showcase of my top 10 so that anyone who's interested in looking for mechanical pencils can get my impressions of what I really like and what I think is cost effective and what has great writing experiences and what has really great features and quality. And so I'm going to go ahead and run through my top 10. Starting with number 10, we're going to go with the Lamy Safari mechanical pencil. This pencil was gifted to me by a benefactor on my blog and on this YouTube channel, and I did not think very highly of it when I was just perusing it at retail and online. But then once I got it in my hands, I kind of really fell in love with it. And so it's coming in at number 10. This is a real ergonomic mechanical pencil. It has this design on the side that has three faces, so it's a triangular design, and it is pocket safe. It has an extendable 2mm lead sleeve, and so it's designed for writing, not drafting. And, it has a passable eraser up top, pretty okay pocket clip. And so it comes in at number 10. Definitely a worthy addition for anyone who wants to check out something that's a little bit more contemporary in its overall design. Now, this retails for $27, I think, USD, but on Amazon, you can actually get them for pretty cheap now. In fact, I think that you can get a charcoal black one, a non-shiny black one like this, for around $14. And so that's really a steal for what you're getting with this. So at number 10, we have the Lamy Safari mechanical pencil. Moving on to number 9, I don't want my top 10 to be just more expensive mechanical pencils. There surely are some luxury and expensive models on this list, but I also think that there's something to be said for a purely functional writing instrument that you can get at retail for a really reasonable price. And coming in at number 9, we have the Pentel Twist Erase GT, which out of all of the economy mechanical pencils that are out there, I really find that for your money, this is one of the best bets. It's great in that it has a really comfy grip with this ribbed plastic here. It has an extendable lead sleeve, so it's pocket safe. Okay, so I'm showcasing a 0.7 millimeter in royal purple right here. And then I also have a burgundy or red model right here in 0.5. I have this in black. I have this in blue. It comes in all sorts of colors. One that I want to get my hand on pretty soon is an emerald green one that they have. And continuing on, just a quick little tour, very strong pocket clip. It is a twist erase, so you have this twistable eraser, so you never have to worry about running out of eraser. So for the economy range, I really recommend to people the Pentel Twist Erase GT. I think is a great option for you. Coming in at number 9. Coming in at number 8, a classic, the Pentel P200 series. And I have a couple of my many P200 series that I have in my collection, including metallic gold right here, and rose gold P207, and a very basic forest green in a P205. And the Pentel P200 series is really the epitome of a functional drafting pencil. And so it has this wonderful hypodermic drafting lead sleeve, great grip for a mostly plastic body pencil with the plastic ribbing that is part of the body. It's slim, it's light, it's wonderful to write with. It comes with a Pentel P2 Z2-1, I should say, and you usually get a really long one in there as well. And so it's a great pencil, and so I would highly recommend that if you're looking for a low-cost pencil that is just a really solid writing experience and made for drafters, especially if you like doing technical work, check out the P200 series. Coming in at number 8. Number 7. Now we're going to start getting a little bit more expensive because there's some really fine mechanical pencils out there. I want to talk about the Pilot S20. Pilot S20 comes in a wood grain, and it comes in either red, the one that I have right here, or in brown, and I do plan on getting the brown one eventually. You know, tiny little drafting eraser, definitely not anything to write home about, but it does have a lead hardness indicator on the cap, and even though it's not pocket safe, one of the greatest features is that its ergonomic design with this wood grain just feels really comfortable in my hand. Great pocket clip, you know, not too springy, not too tough, and it's just aesthetically pleasing, a work of art. So coming in at number 7, Pilot S20, I highly recommend it to you. Retails in the 20s, somewhere around there. Really great if you're trying to showcase your love for your writing utensils and you want something that is a little bit more pretty to look at. We have another Lamy pencil, the Lamy 2000. Doesn't really look like much when you first look at it, other than it has a very contemporary modern design to it. Tiny, tiny, tiny little drafting eraser on the end, but that's not what this pencil is about. It's made out of fiberglass. It's very lightweight, ergonomically well designed, and even though it may not look like much, when I first got this mechanical pencil in my hand, I could tell that it was something that I would enjoy using, and I have enjoyed using over time. Kind of expensive, retails in the upper 40s or 50s, but it's just a very well-designed mechanical pencil that it's purely functional in terms of having it as a writing piece. It doesn't have a lot of features, but it's the right weight and it's the right feel in the hand. Check it out. That's my number 6. Coming in at number 5, we're going to talk about function one more time. And we've already talked about at number 8, the Pentel Sharp P200 series. Well, this is the Pentel Sharp Carry model. And the Pentel Sharp Carry is a ballpoint pen style mechanical pencil in that when you open up, take off the cap, you can either use the pencil as is right here, or you can put the cap on and lead will extend from the lead sleeve with just a couple of clicks from the top. It has a tiny little eraser. You know, it is a Z2-1, but a bigger Z2-1 does not fit into the Pentel Carry. But it's just a joy to use and a joy to look at. It's very ergonomic design, feels great in the hand. I have it in olive green, which is a little bit more expensive, pushing the $20 range. And then they also have it in primary colors. So here's my blood red Pentel Sharp Carry. It's just great to use and looks great, and everybody thinks that you have a pen and you have a mechanical pencil. Its lead sleeve is a writing sleeve, so it's not quite a drafting sleeve. It's a 2mm instead of a 4mm, but it gets the job done. And when push comes to shove, if you can get a pencil that gets the job done and feels good in your hand and also looks great and is pocket safe, the Pentel Sharp Carry kind of has it all in that regard. And for a really reasonable price, given what that you get for it, we're looking in the teens, somewhere in the $12 to $16 range, or pushing 20 if you get a color that is a lot less available, like the olive green, which I got for Christmas a couple years ago. Actually, I think last year I got the Pentel Sharp Carry in olive green. So that's coming in at number 5. So we're into the top 5 now. Stuff's got to be really good, right? And so here we're going to go to Taiwan and the TWSBI Precision. All metal construction, aluminum. It comes with a huge pack of lead and a really, really long eraser that isn't going to run out. And so it's functional as well as modern in its look. Mine is in a retractable version. It also comes in a fixed tip, and eventually I do want to get a fixed tip in black. So this is silver with a retractable tip in 0.7. It comes in, or in 0.5, I should say. It comes in 0.7, really strong pocket clip. Retails for $25, just a really strong writing instrument, very high quality for that price range. The grip is a little slippery for my tastes, but it does get the job done, and I don't think that the retractable sleeve has too much play in it. It does have kind of a tinny sounding mechanism, but overall as a total package, it's a really great pencil. And so for $25, I really recommend this if you're looking to get into a drafting pencil that is really high quality and is not going to break, and something that you're going to have for a very, very long time. So TWSBI Precision in retractable or not retractable, check it out. I didn't plan it this way, but I was kind of late to the game when it came to Rook Ring mechanical pencils, and I knew that they had a really strong reputation over time, but I was skeptical at first, and in finally getting and using Rook Ring mechanical pencils, I completely and utterly understand what the hype is all about. It's not hype, it's reality. And they do have some weaknesses, and I'll talk about those weaknesses, but my top 3 mechanical pencils are all Rook Ring mechanical pencils, and I highly recommend for you to check them out if you're interested in really high quality drafting pencils. I'm going to start with the Rook Ring Rapid Pro coming in at number 3. All metal construction, very nice compromise on the knurling of the grip. It's not too soft, it's not too sharp. Of course, the classic Rook Ring Red Ring in the middle here. The Rook Ring Rapid Pro is retractable and a sliding sleeve, which is really rare in a modern drafting pencil. Kind of on the expensive end. Even for a Rook Ring pencil, this one I think clocks in at around $45 retail, and you can get it for $36, $38, depending upon where you go online or directly from Rook Ring. But just the epitome of quality. And my only complaint about the Rapid Pro is its weight. In that it's significantly weightier than the other Rook Ring drafting pencils and many drafting pencils. The only one that I think that approaches it and maybe is even a little bit more weighty is the TWSBI Precision. But it's just a very fine writing instrument, and I highly recommend that you check it out if you're looking for something that's retractable in a Rook Ring model, and you don't want to spend as much as number 2, which is kind of in the luxury range, which is the Rook Ring 800. This is one of my recent acquisitions. I got it in 0.7mm. You twist this little knurled section up here, and when you do that, the lead sleeve extends, and you can't extend lead when it's in its locked position. It's locked in place, so it truly is pocket safe. And then when you extend it, you can extend the lead. The mechanism is a little soft for my taste. It doesn't give you the intense click, click, click that you would expect from most Rook Ring mechanical pencils, but it is solidly constructed, and it basically has all of the features of my number 1, only the fact that it's retractable and has that little bit of a sponginess to the mechanism. And so this is expensive. The Rook Ring 800, I think, retails in the $75 range, and you can get it for $52 on JetPens or online. And so if you're looking for something really nice to treat yourself, Rook Ring 800 is a wonderful way to go. Mine's in 0.7mm. And then last, and definitely the best, in my collection is the Rook Ring 600. This is my number one mechanical pencil. It basically does everything that you would expect it to do well. Super high construction, wonderful knurling. It's not pocket safe, but it is just a solid writing experience. It has a lead hardness indicator that the Rook Ring 800 lacks, and it's just a really great mechanical pencil. And so if you're looking for something awesome to use, retails at I think about 35 or 40, somewhere around there, but you can easily get it in the mid 20s. It's really affordable for what it is, high quality brass construction. And so there it is. That's my top 10. I hope that you enjoyed seeing this rundown of my top 10 mechanical pencils. I really want to help anybody who I might be able to help with who's searching for a mechanical pencil that'll meet your needs, and that's what really rounds out my top 10. And so thanks for watching. Have a great day.